Give me everything you took from me. But I'm too keep up on my track. I'm too bad. On that better, and I'm gone. Let's start the war. I love it when it's like that. Oh yeah, I get you right now.
Hello guys, good afternoon today, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon because today we are doing something very very special today, and so today we're gonna be making a game, that something that has not ever been done before, something that it was very very difficult to play the game. It's not gonna be that easy. It's gonna be sound counterintuitive. I know it sounds complex, but there's some interesting game that we haven't played yet, and it's a secret game that we haven't encountered yet. Something that we are not prepared. So be prepared for what's coming up next in the event. Because today, I'm about to show you something a bit more difficult, something that it is not easy to defeat. It's too powerful for you to overcome. I present to you, this is the Blackpink version of Uno card. Yes, you can also buy this in the Shopee actually. It's actually available in the store. If you want to buy the Blackpink, if you're a big fan, I'm actually not a big fan, so I'm not very enthusiastic of this weird fantasy going on, this art. But anyways, this is the most toughest game that has ever been done, man has ever lived. Because this Uno card, it's basically a challenging game. It is not that gonna be easy to put on the cards on the table so you can win. There is a technique. It's what you call bluffing. There's a technique, a strategy for you to win. Sometimes they're not gonna give you +2, but sometimes they're gonna give you switch arrows. Depends on the person. But it's not because about your card. It depends on the person. So, when we talk about Uno cards is the gameplay. The player to the left of the dealer starts the game, and play continues clockwise. So, players can play a card from their hand if it matches the card they drew from the deck. If a player doesn't have a matching card, they must draw another card. Say Uno. You know, in my own opinion, each person, he or she, did not say Uno. He will get +4 to him. He had one failure, because if you don't say Uno, you're gonna lose. Because it's very important. You need to shout. Yes, it's very important. They need to hear about your Uno card. But when we talk about some negative entanglements, when they hear an Uno, they should do something in order for me to deny. They need to release those skills, the +2 card, the +4 card, so that they can beat me. However, they didn't even notice that I have the same card in my number. That's the reason why I kept it hidden in my pocket, because they don't want to see what I was going to attack. So, does it make sense to you? I hope it does. When a player has one card left, they must say Uno if another player notices. Before they say Uno, they must draw 4 cards instead. It depends on a card day. Whenever you put something on your card, for example, I have only +2. So does it actually work up their plan? Maybe. But sometimes when they switch it again back, he's gonna attack me again and give me +4. Sometimes kasi the cards might actually gonna give you a stock card. They're not gonna give you +4. But it's not possible but for you to remove +4 in the game. It's not forfeit. No, it's forfeit of the rules. You can't just remove the +4 cards because it is part of the game. There will always be +4 cards. Okay? My dad is wrong. I am right. So Now I'm gonna teach you some of the basics of how you're gonna be able to, well, excruciating. I'm gonna be able to teach you guys on how do you play the Uno cards in a strategy way. Like I said, that you can't be so competitive all the time when it comes to Uno cards because it's just a game. It's random. Sometimes I can't always win all the time. Sometimes that you need to take some sides for them to get the chance to win. Remember that I don't care about winning. Life isn't about winning. It's about learning from your own mistakes from them. Do not be afraid of failure. You have to be afraid of them of not taking the chance. Okay? So if you want to overcome your greatest strength, then you have to know what we're supposed to move. You have to observe, keen, street smart, analysis thinking. This is a plus 4 card. It's the most powerful advantage card that it can be also used for Uno. But this is something that I'm very excited to use this to deny all the players. One of the most favorite card that every player can be used to get 4 cards. When will you use this? Okay. Now this is gonna sound counterintuitive. It sounds a bit complicated and it sounds a bit terrifying. But quintessentially, this one, it may sound like it may give you a shocking moment. That plus 4 card, it will give you plus 4 card, but only when you ever use this mechanism of a weapon. You will be only use this when your time is perfect. When you have the last card that say, I use this, I switch to blue, and then I have this card. When I use that, that's the end of the game. And this is my favorite because this will give you the advantage to win. But you don't use it that early because you're gonna use it later on. When you have this last card and you put the Uno, you switch to blue. However, it depends on an enemy. Sometimes, when I give them 4 plus cards, they're gonna have all the skills they can deny me. And they're gonna put plus 2 in me. Sometimes, you need to learn your lesson. You need to learn what is their technique. What they're gonna do about it, they're gonna deny you. Then, give them something that they will disqualify or give them plus 2 so that they will not attack you. I hope your experiment has solved the problem, but I guarantee, I assure you, but you don't let that person attack you. Because when they give you this one, then it's your fault. But what if I switch to blue and I didn't know that they have blue cards? That means I feel they might have skills using blue card. They're gonna put me disqualification, they're gonna put me plus 2. It's not going to be easy. It takes time for you to overcome that weakness, and you have to find the weaknesses again. You have to give something that they will give another switching cards. You have to give plus 2 again, another plus 2, another plus 2, so that they will not get attacked. And the arrows, switch it different, so that one player, they will not attack at the first, and he will start focusing on my mom's attack. However, my mom will attack me again and give me plus 2. What are you gonna do about it? Deny her attack, deny your dad's attack, and switch this color to blue. It's a tough challenge. It's a tough decision to make. There's so many things that you don't know. The most counterintuitive game that many players are so stressed because they are having the eager to win, but they don't know even the strategy and the technique of the game. Remember, your players are bluffing. They are not kidding. They're very serious. I experienced that. I experienced that too. Remember, the more you play this game, the more you will get to analyze their move. Sometimes they might attack you on other skills, but it's too early. But sometimes they might say uno, and I'm the uno. What do you hear? Uno. When we say uno, you don't let this guy win, and then you have to give something that will give her a struggle, give her the +2, give her the disqualification. But you don't just attack the card, put the card on the table. Uno card is not just something you put on the table. It is something that you need to analyze their weaknesses, their greatest strength, and their greatest weakness. Remember, weakness is not your technique. So I hope you will learn something better in this video. Without further ado, I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and thank you guys so much for giving the support and give so many views to the Uno card vibes. And I'm gonna teach you some moves of how I attack. Maybe I can do record. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know.